Hey everyone, we're going to do a walk around on this 1992 Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. Alright, we're just going to kind of start at the front and kind of work our way to the rear. I mean, all the body lines I photographed look nice and straight. These early cars had the glass headlights and kind of smoke silver trim on here too. Got a couple rock chips in the front. Here and here and here. You'll see them all in the photo gallery. My camera will pick those up. Really nice color. You don't see them too often in this color. It's quite pleasant. Windshield has been replaced at some point. That's not a factory windshield, but the glass is nice and clear. A lot of these older cars have pitted glass over the years. Got a little bit of curb rash there. Continentals have good tread on them, and the date codes are good too. Brake rotors look nice. We're going to do a mechanical inspection on the car, so we'll worry about that stuff a little bit later. We'll just go over the exterior. There's a little bit of strange clear coat things going on here. It looks like someone went through the clear coat with a polisher at some point. It's just on this door. Got a little ding right there. It's got eyeballs. It looks very, very good though. Your body lines all match up. I love seeing the grommet still intact here. And that is the original Hirschman antenna grommet too. Got your fuses here. I'll shut that up. You have your battery back here. It's a die-hard. The date's probably on the side, but that looks like kind of a fresh battery. Yeah, trunk smells nice. Ignore my gear. You have is it 6-disc? Yep, 6-disc CD changer. You have your front plate bracket, and we do have books in here as well. I actually need to open it up and see what's in here. So let's go ahead and just do that real fast. All right, radio card, love to see it. As for the Becker, the BE 1432, that's the model of Becker that's in here, or was in here. We've now replaced the Continental head unit, which we'll go through. It says 91. Okay, so it's a 12/91 build date. I thought it was 92, but maybe it is a 1991. So my apologies. Yep, you got all your books in here. I'll photograph that. It's all going to be the gallery. Beautiful trunk shut noise. I do want to point out this car looks like it ran over some wet concrete at some point, so I photographed it. Our detailer tried to get it off with to no avail. I think it's been on there for a while, so just want to point that out. Interior shows is a the 91. How many miles are on this? 95,785. So this is a very, very original interior. Usually these like to split right here. This is not split, so that's really nice to see. The leather on these CIS early cars were really nice, but you got some wear like right there and there. But love seeing the original floor mats. That's super cool. And manufactured door pockets. Get the really nice leather on the door parts here, and the doors feel really, really good. Let's go ahead and put the key in the ignition, and we're gonna check seat stuff. Seat goes forward and backwards. You see it tilting. There goes the front, tilting up. I do not believe the headrest runs. You can hear the motor turning, but the headrest does not actually articulate up and down. We're going to just start the car. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's try it again. There we are. So it does have a bit of exhaust work on here. It sounds actually fabulous. We'll get underneath the car and look at that. We're back at the shop. Let's check out the seat functions here. Seat back moves. Headrest does not. Tilts up and it goes down too. The thigh tilts, this part going up and down does not want to. I hear the motor turning, but it seems like it's a little weak. But such a nice floor mat. The door sill is really, really pretty, and your door panels are really nice too. The top hydraulics appear to not be working. I can hear them, though I believe there's a leak somewhere. So just wanted to point that out. That's why the top is on the car. Let's go in the engine bay. It's all pretty darn tidy. These are CIS, like Bosch mechanical fuel injection. These early CIS cars are hardy things. You do have your hood pad falling down. That is about $100 to replace, including the adhesive. It's very cheap. I see new brake fluid in here. There's new fuses as well. And I love seeing that still attached. This is a non-ABS car, which is good. And engine fuses are tidy. Auxiliary fans are running because the AC is on, and the AC does work. Alright, well, there's a walk around. We're going to take it for a drive, and then after that we're going to put it up on the lift. Alright, we're going to take this SL out for a drive. Just finished up the photo set. Here's the Continental head unit. You have Bluetooth capabilities. You can plug your phone in via USB. I actually have this unit in a couple of my cars, and it's very good. It matches kind of the OEM Mercedes amber glow. It sounds very decent. The build quality is nice. It's a good head unit. AC is blowing nice and cold. It's a warm day out today. I'm actually going to lower the fan. And yep, got the cold AC coming out. Got the lights on. All the needles are nice and orange. And I love the mechanical trip and odometer on these. Yep, transmission shifts into gears smoothly and quickly. This is a 4-speed mechanical 722.3 transmission. These are quite robust, and I really like the way they drive. So these early CIS cars output pretty much the most power out of the whole range. I can't remember the specs off the top of my head, but it is a lot. These are quick. I like to call these CIS cars AMG Light. So they're absolute monsters. Because they make a bit more power and you have the older mechanical fuel injection, you get a little bit less MPG. They're not the most fuel efficient cars, but you're not buying one of these for fuel efficiency. You're buying it for design, engineering, so on and so forth. And this is Bruno Sacco's favorite car that he ever designed. He calls this his magnum opus. You can see all the backlighting works. We're about to get to a bit more shade. It should be able to be a bit more apparent. It drives very nicely though. Got a bit of a hill here. The car sounds good. I'm going to downshift it to second. We are at operating temperature. And we're going to load it up on this hill so we can hear the sound. I don't want to go too quickly. There's a lot of people walking in here. quite like the exhaust work he's done to it. These cars are very quiet factory, and I like an M119. They sound good, and it sounds really good breathed on a little bit. You can definitely feel the better handling with the larger wheels he has on here. There's not as much sidewall flex. Doesn't feel like as much body roll. It's actually very flat. This car drives very nicely. Oh, it sounds so good. Wow. Nice evening to drive a 500 SL though. I'm really surprised by how this car handles. We're gonna put him in the lift and see if he's done any sort of suspension work. It could just be all down to the wheels and tires. It's rather flat and feels sprightly. There's a green arrow up here. I'm just see if I can catch it. Try the brakes out. Sorry about my camera sliding. Brakes grabbed nicely. I saw new fluid in there. This is an incredibly nice driving car. The steering's very, very tight. You do the gray steering wheel in here, which looks really nice. It's in good shape. These are very hard to find in good condition. But the suspension feels very tight. I don't feel any looseness, clunks, or bangs. The engine feels very healthy. It's a little typical for CIS cars to kind of stumble when they're cold. This car does that. And as it gets warmer and warmer, it drives nicer and nicer. That's just your common CIS Bosch mechanical fuel injection though. The mirror is power, and that does work, and I did adjust both mirrors on the side and they adjust perfectly. Windows obviously do work. I had them up and down. We should test cruise control. I'm gonna hit it on the uphill, and we'll test if it works. All right, I'm gonna set it at 50 miles an hour. Foot is off. I'm gaining on the school bus. There's the back glow. I feel it. Oh, there it goes. All right, cruise control works. Let's raise the speed. Yep, and let's lower the speed. I feel it going off throttle. So cruise control works nicely. It feels very aligned. Track straight, brakes feel good, transmission's fine. This actually seems to be a very, very nice mechanical car as far as mechanical condition goes. This truly is a driver spec vehicle. This is when you get in and put a lot of miles on and enjoy it. Oh, it sounds so good. Cool, guys. Well, That sums it up. I'm actually very impressed by how this one drives. A lot of these have you know, loose steering linkages and suspension's a little worn out. This one feels actually extremely tight. But if you have any questions or comments, leave them either on the YouTube video or on the auction site, and I can get back to you, or we can get back to you here at Moto Escape and answer any sort of questions you guys have. But thank you so much for watching. We're going to end it there and get this thing up on the lift and see what it looks like underneath. Alright, let's do an underside inspection on this. I just put up on the lift, and we're going to look around it together. Okay, so it looks like it's just a muffler delete. This bit of straight pipe. It actually sounds really good. I'm very surprised, and you lose quite a few pounds there too. Ah, I see new Bilsteins in here. Okay, so I think you just had yeah, the independent 5-link suspension looks rather original, which is what most of these cars are at under 100,000 miles. But yet the shocks are new, which is really nice. Differential is nice and leak-free. Rear flex disc doesn't have any cracks or damage in it. Got all your fuel pumps, and I see a new fuel filter actually in there. It's hard to see the GoPro, but looks nice. Let's see if there's any sort of play in the wheel. Nope, nothing. Brake rotors look good. Yeah, brake rotors look good. Again, it's hard to see pads, but I think I see kind of a new shiny pad in there. I see sensors too. Yeah, these got sensors as well. I think the brakes are rather recent in the rear. Floor pans look nice. This is a very straight up, honest car underneath. Transmission is pretty dry. There's a little, I think a little leak coming from the corner there. But these tend to do that. I think you could just get a wrench on there. I think it's a 13mm tighten it. These are 10 foot-pounds. And give that a quick quarter turn or half turn should remedy that. The transmission looks nice and dry. I'm gonna pull out my cell phone light. Yep, the lower ball joints look good. I see, yep, Bilstein shock to match the front. Those look like original springs. God, the car handles so well though. I guess just shocks make a big difference. The lower control arm ball joint's nice. And yeah, it looks original and just well taken care of. No corrosion or anything, it's just kind of brake dusty, which is totally normal. No rust anywhere. I will say there is a leak somewhere. I didn't want to clean off the oil pan to hide anything. I think it's coming from a power steering line. And I can kind of see it. The oil belly pan's a little full of red fluid, which tells me it's power steering. So that's a Dextron 3 fluid that they typically use. Yeah, I can see some wet lines in there. But luckily, everything on that 119 engine is very accessible. And I did see the puddle on the floor. It is clear, it's not engine oil, which would be a concern. But I think it's going to be a power steering line somewhere, which is easy to replace on these. All right, there's the underside. And the chin spoiler is actually in really good shape. Usually these are way more messed up than this. Wow, I don't know if it's a replacement or if it's just really nice. Cool, guys. Well, there's underside inspection. I'm gonna take some pictures with my cell phone and call it there. But this is a very honest car, and it drives extremely well. Arguably better than a lot of cars I've driven with lower miles. So there's that. Thank you so much.